What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Terra Luna Classic time. Now, the market took a bit of a hit today. Terra Luna Classic is no exception, but we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming, what's building in the background, and fundamentally what is going on with the community around Terra Luna Classic. So if you are one of the bullish members of Terra Luna Classic, be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video. But let's take a quick look at what's going on in the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Let's just quickly refresh. We see there a 2.55% decline in the market. Currently 1.16 trillion. Now, the market is moving very slightly. We just talked about it on my live stream, just come out that, remember, 4 p.m. Eastern every single day, where we expected 30,120 to be an interesting point. We broke through that and actually saw a nice little pump, 0.3% up on the last hour. So we'll keep an eye on that, but it does look like the market is moving a little bit. BTC dominance, do bear in mind, 50.4%. Why is that important? Well, a lot of people coming out of altcoins. You can see here just a sea of red, particularly Matic, some down 7%. We see Avalanche nearly 7%, Shiba Inu at 4%. A lot of big hits right now because people are coming out and purchasing Bitcoin at those lower prices. We saw Bitcoin wick down to 28.9 today and actually was bought in pretty aggressively. Like I said, Terra Luna Classic unfortunately sits within that category as well. You can see there the 74th highest ranked cryptocurrency out there with a volume of 38.3 million. Now, we do know this supports obviously the burn mechanism when we do have volume, so sometimes the sell-off isn't the worst thing in the world. We also know that more Terra Luna Classic will be burnt by Binance because obviously the less the price, the more Terra Luna Classic is burnt. So we'll keep you up to date with everything going on that. But what did I want to talk about in this video? Well, there's a couple of interesting things we need to discuss. One is fundamentally just to update you on some of the votes. Now, we've seen even more proposals come through that are completely nonsensical and people or bad actors in the space. Things like plan to peg USTC back to $1. What, yeah. Again, kind of crazy stuff. The important ones, we do have the joint L1 task force team Q3 proposal. Looks like that is going to pass over the next coming days. We'll see how that one goes. Potentially the algo quant team might pass as well. So there could be a substantial amount of money coming out of the community pool. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. As for everything else, does look like that is going to be rejected. So what have we got? Well, there was an interesting article released by Rex. Now, for those of you that have been around a while, know Rex has been a kind of key player in the Terra Luna Classic ecosystem. And, well, fundamentally, he's sort of taking a break. Ultimately, the drama, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday, whenever we get positive momentum, we have seen that with Terra Luna Classic. A lot of hype and desire is around the USTC repeg. All of a sudden, just everything seems to go to shit, all right? Everything seems to go to shit. And I think this is where it becomes very different and ultimately where we need to slightly shift the narrative. Now, this is a very interesting article in which Rex talks about particularly the key at the end. Now, again, it takes us through a little bit about what he's done, how it kind of ultimately we can communicate better. And I've talked about that a long time, but he summarizes it at the bottom. And I think this is kind of an important factor. It says, to the L1 team, you're doing a marvelous job on progressing our blockchain. The main thing I would change is interacting with the community better. I understand that some comments can be off-putting, but think about whether if these comments hold any weight prior to taking it personally. You guys are developers and you have the brains to make the changes we need. It will be extremely beneficial if you took accountability as well. Before you argue it, it seems it's worth arguing. Loyal, committed projects that continue building. I personally would like to thank you for not giving up on the blockchain and the entire Terra Luna Classic community. For those that have been here since the beginning, for those that are new, I could be difficult to understand each other and it will cause conflict. No matter our differences, keep in mind that we are here for the same common goal. Resolve your disputes and move forward together. So again, interesting way to go out. Do we think is the last time we'll see Rex? Absolutely not, which I think, again, is important. Now, we're going to talk a little bit further about a couple of build outs and some exciting news coming with Luna Classic. But first, let's take a quick word from today's sponsor. Crypto.net is a case opening website, and we're back on the site taking a look at the Bitcoin pizza. Now, a $5 case. We're going to open and see what we can get with this one. All of your favorite cryptocurrencies, whether that be USDT, Polygon Matic, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. We're going to bank ourselves a $13.02 Polygon Matic case. There you can see, you can take my winnings. Also, we can sell that for $13.02. Now, there is a number of different cases increasing in value from $1 all the way up to potentially $259. Now, to the Moon case, again, another fantastic case. You can see just $1 with all of your favorite meme coins, whether that be Terra Luna Classic, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, XRP, even FTT token is on this one. We're going to just open a single case here and see how we get on. You can see there, which one are we going to get? Shiba Inu. It's a $7.77 Shiba Inu case that we've opened. Now, you can open multiple cases all the way up to $10. I'm going to take my winnings on this one and let's give it a whirl with a few more. Let's open 5 cases and you can see there the multiple cases open. Let's see how we get on. Bearing in mind we have paid 5 times the price to get in this one, say $5 in total investment. And you can see there we get some Luna, we get some Filecoin, as well as XRP Luna Classic and the rest. So to the moon we came in at a $10.03. A fantastic return, a 2x return on this. Now obviously sometimes that might not be the case, but you can take all of your favorite cryptocurrency and withdraw from very low fees to any wallet out there. You can follow all the steps, ensure that you pull it out. You can see there on the screen we pulled out a significant number and put it into our wallet. So cryptodrop.net, used by plenty of people and definitely worthwhile checking out. The link to sign up is in the description down below. Thank you to cryptodrop.net for sponsoring this video. Okay, so what else have we got? Well, we've got more utility coming with Terra Luna Classic. How do we get it? Now, this is a very interesting concept. And what I do like with this, and the reason I wanted to bring this up, there are smaller, well-known community people that have some brilliant ideas, or certainly ideas that can be discussed as part of the Luna Classic ecosystem. So shout out to Strathcole, who put this up about 11 hours ago, where he talks about a Terra Classic DApp Hackathon 2023. Blockchain developers from around the world are invited to participate in the Terra Classic DApp Hackathon. Is an opportunity to showcase your talents and dedication to facilitating significant advancements and innovations on the Terra Classic blockchain. The main objective of this competition is to generate new use cases for Lunk, with bonus points awarded for applications that can also benefit USTC. So ultimately, this is about trying to get some of the the lesser known developers that could bring something completely different in business, in management. Sometimes it is better to get in a room and just hash out ideas, throw loads of dartboards at the dartboard and see which one sticks in the bullseye. And I think that is kind of a great idea. I'm not saying this is going to fix Terra Luna Classic, but it's certainly worthwhile understanding. So you see that hackathon lasts for 2 months, provide enough time to participate, price pool of 30k to discuss, up for grabs. And again, think about what we're spending with some of the L1 teams. These could be fundamental applications that support the Terra Classic chain and the community. What do we need? New investment. We need people to be excited about this chain and have a reason to come to it. But it says there, the rules: participants must create a DApp for the Terra Classic chain. Submissions must be regional work. Developers should not promote or involve any form of gambling. The DApp should also aim to benefit the Lunk chain and application for USTC, and provide full open source code on GitHub at least sufficient documentation of their app, which I think is just very good in terms of what they're doing. So that's one other thing we've got. Finally, we did get a request for Lunkcoin on Virtual Asset Index. Now, HKVAC inquiry, this is where, again, another community member has gone to try and push the Terra Luna Classic. And this is what we need, whether it's watching videos, supporting channels, absolutely pushing a narrative on Terra Classic. This will fundamentally support what we're doing. So again, this could be very interesting. We'll keep it up to date, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. But taking a look at some of the stats, we see transactions are up. We actually see a nice little bunch up in the community pool as well. So we see this 2.273 billion is currently where the community pool sits, which is a good number to have as this kind of pulls up. And again, on stats, we are getting ever nearer to 15% staked. We did see about 4.8 billion unstaked today, with a particularly big chunk coming out of Nitawa, which I don't know who that particularly is as a validator. But we also see some commissions coming back down and potentially some further burns. As you can see there, the burns today, 175 million. So where does the price sit? Well, look, the price bottomed out along with the rest of the market, 8299, but a nice rebound to come and look for the support off the 7-day EMA. So we'll see what that kind of plays out. 6% down. Again, we see things like Matic though, it's 6% down. We see things like Jasmy coin down. A lot of the market took a bit of a hit, even though FTT coin is going pretty crazy. Who would have thought FTX version 2 crazy? But we are seeing a nice movement up on Luna Classic. So all in all, I think it's a very interesting time. I think we've got to stay positive, stay bullish, and see exactly what's coming with Luna Classic. Let me know in the comments down below though, what do you think of all of this? What do you think the key thing right now for Luna Classic is? Price, apps, or burns? I'm very interested to know what you think. As ever, thank you so much for supporting the video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.